The solution from our products are only increasing. Our health, our physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and even financial, we can be supportive in most, if not all, of these areas. Friends, I invite you to be part of this journey as it is critical. It is vital. We have in doTERRA always focused from day one on education, teaching, edifying, really bringing to light the benefit of what it is these essential oils and other products offer. So I'm super honored to introduce to you our product education team, who's going to give you a glimpse into what's coming in this new year from a product education standpoint. Take it away, Jared.
Thanks, Justin. Hi, everybody. My name's Jared Auger, and I'm the Executive Vice President of Education here at doTERRA. I get to work with an incredible group of educators, including Dr. Brannick Riggs and Lauren Bush, whom you'll hear from a little bit later today. It was about 4 years ago, and I was sitting in my home office in England. I was overseeing that market at the time. I had just finished my 10th, but felt like 100th Zoom call for the day, and I was done. Luckily, my home office also was my bike storage facility, so I jumped on my bike and off I went into the beautiful English countryside. And after a few minutes, I stumbled into this beautiful opening, green grass, and these ruins that were in front of me. These ruins were actually foundations that were thousands of years old, and had housed multiple generations of people and buildings on top of these strong foundations. And it got me thinking about some things about doTERRA, the foundations upon which we are built, the values of our owners, the purity of essential oils. These are the forever foundations that we are built upon. You've heard us talk a lot more about wellness powered by essential oils lately. This is a wonderful statement of who we are and how we bring wellness to the world. I want to tell another story, a story about how essential oils and our nutritional supplements are inseparably connected. I think you've all been in this place, well, I know I have recently, where you maybe go out to your car and you need to go somewhere, but you forgot your key. You sit down in your car and you push the button and nothing happens. Or conversely, you jump in your car, you do have your key with you, you try to start that car up and nothing happens because you're out of fuel. This is how I see essential oils and our nutritional supplements. You can't have one without the other. Essential oils are beautiful communicators with our body. They help tell our cells what to do, maybe what not to do. But they also need fuel to be able to carry out the activities that are necessary. So when we talk about wellness powered by essential oils, yes, we do mean supplements. And yes, we do mean essential oils. You must have both of them. We've been talking a lot about foundational wellness, particularly about VMG, PB Restore, and E Omega. We love these products, as we hope you do as well. These products are what we call foundational. But we also have foundational oils, oils that we must master, oils that help us feel like we have everything we need to take care of our own health. In our efforts to make things simple, I'm going to announce today a new Foundational Wellness Starter Kit with a couple free gifts with it. For any of you who purchase VMG with E Omega, or when you purchase VMG, E Omega, and PB Restore, you're going to get a free VMG shaker bottle, as well as a free 5 ml peppermint essential oil. And then each of the following months where you continue to purchase one of those two kits, we're going to give you for free one of our foundational 5 ml oils. Some of our favorites like lavender, lemon, peppermint we already talked about, On Guard, and others. You're going to love these essential oils. This Foundational Wellness Starter Kit is available for new enrollees in January and for everybody else in February. Look forward to those. It's now my pleasure to hand the time over to Dr. Brannick Riggs on our education team. If there's anyone who can marry the concepts that I've just gone over in more detail, it's Dr. Brannick Riggs. Over to you, my friend.
Thanks, Jared. I'm Dr. Brannick Riggs, Vice President of Essential Oil Education here at doTERRA, and I want to go a little deeper on some of the things that Jared talked about today. The organization of our health starts at the cellular level. Molecules that are required for cells to be healthy are called cofactors, or vitamins and minerals. If our cells have everything they need, then our tissues are healthy. If our tissues are healthy, then our organs are healthy. If organs are healthy, then systems are healthy. And if all of our systems are healthy, then we, the organism, is healthy. So you can see when we talk about health, we're really talking about cellular health. So let's talk about what this looks like. I'm going to give you an example of pathway and nutrient relationship, and then I'm sure this group can do it for the rest of the areas that we'll talk about. So omega-3 fatty acids support the immune system by integrating into cell membranes of immune cells, which influences their function primarily by supporting a healthy inflammatory response, by producing specialized pro-resolving mediators after an immune response occurs. Essentially, they help the immune system respond appropriately to threats without overreacting. A healthy immune system requires a variety of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that strengthens immune system cells. The body can't manufacture or store vitamin C, so it needs to be replenished regularly. Vitamin D, this helps regulate immune responses and is important for bone health. Zinc, this helps the body produce immune cells. Even a mild zinc deficiency can lower immune activity. Vitamin A supports the maintenance of cells in the skin and respiratory tract, which acts as physical barriers. Vitamin A is also important for the normal function of immune cells. Vitamin E, another powerful antioxidant that supports your immune system. Vitamin E helps keep your T cells working at peak performance. And then the gut microbiome, which helps the immune system in several ways, like stimulating immune cell development. Gut bacteria actually convert fatty acids into conjugated linoleic acid, which stimulates the development of immune cells in the small intestine. It balances the immune response. Gut bacteria help ensure that the immune response is effective, but not so strong that it damages the body. The gut microbiota signals modulate innate immune defenses by stimulating lymphoid cells in the spleen, modulating neutrophil migration and function, inducing and activated macrophages, and conditioning the innate immune system through pattern recognition receptors. This slide actually shows the pathways of the immune system. While you don't need to understand all of this, you do need to understand that nutrients feed the pathways. And a recent experiment showed that our On Guard blend exhibited significant effects on the levels of protein biomarkers that are critically involved in appropriate inflammatory response, immune modulation, and tissue remodeling processes. The overall inhibitory effect of On Guard on these protein biomarkers suggests that it has inflammatory and immune modulating properties. The experimental data also suggests that doTERRA On Guard may regulate many important pathways relevant to healthy inflammatory responses, cellular health, and immune response. Now let's turn our attention to E-Omega Plus Essential Oil Omega Complex. It's designed to offer the body essential fatty acids that help the systems of the body function in a healthy way. The body requires essential fatty acids to help with key functions like cell growth, brain development, muscle activity, immune function, joint health, and many more. The essential fatty acids are omega-3 and omega-6 because we have no way to make those ourselves. Now, we can make some omega-9 fatty acids. That's why they're not considered essentials. Now, the current ratio of omega-6 fatty acids to omega-3 fatty acids in our diet is 16:1. This is not healthy. We really need a 1:1 ratio of omega-6s to omega-3s. Now, some fatty acids are produced naturally inside the body. However, essential fatty acids cannot be produced within the body and must be obtained through the diet. While there are several types of essential fatty acids, the most common are those omega-6s and omega-3s. Although it is possible to provide the body with these essential fatty acids through the food we eat, the typical modern diet usually contains too much of those omega-6 fatty acids in the form of vegetable oils and hydrogenated or trans fats. While we do want some omega-6 fatty acids to provide our body with essential nutrients, consuming too much has been linked to poor health. In contrast, there is scientific evidence suggesting that increasing dietary intake of omega-3 fatty acids can provide health benefits. Studies have shown that some of these health benefits include positive effects on cardiovascular health, brain function, immune function, joint health and mobility, and the skin. To maintain a healthy body, it's important to keep a proper balance between the omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids by decreasing dietary intake of foods that are high in omega-6 fatty acids and increasing intake of foods with omega-3 fatty acids. Those come from fatty fish, canola and olive oil, and the oils of some nuts and seeds. Primary sources of omega-6 fatty acids include vegetable oils like corn oil, soybean oil, and sunflower oil, nuts like walnuts, seeds like pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds, poultry, eggs, and whole grains like durum wheat and whole grain breads. While omega-6 acids are essential, consuming too much compared to omega-3 fatty acids can be detrimental to health, so maintaining a balanced intake is crucial. The primary sources of omega-9 fatty acids include olive oil, avocados, almonds, cashews, peanuts, canola oil, hazelnut oil, and macadamia nuts. Essentially, most nuts and seeds, as well as certain vegetable oils, are good sources of omega-9s. When cell walls are made of unsaturated fats, on the left of the slide, they are much more fluid, and you can see why. When they're made from saturated fatty acids, on the right-hand side of the screen, they all line up closely to each other, and the cell walls become less fluid and more rigid. We want our cells to be more fluid, to be able to respond to the external pressures around them. When they're not fluid, that rigidity causes problems for us. Now let's turn to the microbiome for a second. It is a collection of bacteria, viruses, and fungi that live in or on the human body. There are 100 trillion microbial cells in the human microbiome. There are around 32 trillion human cells in the body. So we're actually more microbiome than we are human. Up to 90% of all health challenges can be traced back to our microbiome. The genes in our microbiome outnumber the genes in our human cells 100 to 1. Now that is a lot of genetic code stored in our microbiome. So what does it do for us? It helps us with digestion. It educates and supports the immune system. It makes vitamins that we cannot make and supports our nervous system by making neurotransmitters, just to name a few of the many things that it does for us. And we continue to make new breakthroughs in our understanding of the microbiome all the time. Your microbiome is similar. So let's review what's in our PB Restore product. We have prebiotics, probiotics, postbiotic, and then bacteriophages. We won't talk much about those today, but your body uses postbiotic metabolites to produce a wide range of compounds that support cellular health, organ, and general health functions, from neurotransmitters to bioavailable vitamins and even short-chain fatty acids. The metabolites generated by your probiotic bacteria are fundamental to the valuable benefits your microbiome creates for your health and your well-being. Now these are foundational wellness supplements, our VMG, E-Omega Plus, and our PB Restore. And these are our foundational essential oils with doTERRA. We have some oils in each category: DigestZen and Peppermint in nutrition and digestion, MetaPower, Deep Blue, and Copaiba in movement and metabolism, Lavender, Serenity, and of course Adaptive in our rest and manage stress. And then lemon and tea tree in reduced toxicity, and lastly Breathe, On Guard, and frankincense in informed self-care. These 13 oils make up our foundational oils that pair with our foundational supplements to support our systems. doTERRA offers many ways to support you on your wellness journey. We've talked about the foundations, the products everyone needs every day to support overall health. We've also talked about how our diet and how we all fall short on our nutritional needs, the importance of daily movement, and the impact of metabolic health on health and longevity. And then, of course, the microbiome's influence on overall health. Health solutions aren't one size fits all. The goal is to personalize your natural solutions routine. So let's do it. doTERRA is all about proactive, natural ways of addressing root concerns. Temporary or superficial solutions just aren't enough. The lifestyle choices you make each day are the foundation for your wellness. Your body is generally a reflection of your lifestyle. doTERRA has created an easy-to-follow wellness path with products to support you at any point in your journey. Remember, for optimal cell health, we need high amounts of nutrients and low amounts of toxicity. If we have high nutrients and high toxicity, things just don't work well. Or the opposite, low toxicity, which is great, but low nutrients also does not have our cells working optimally. We all need to do what we can to reduce toxicity in our lives and to support our cells with high levels of nutrients so that our cells are working at the peak and we can experience good health as an organism. That's all that we have time for today, but I'd like to introduce my dear friend and my colleague, Lauren Bush.
Hello everyone, I'm Lauren Bush, Director of Product Education. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Leonardo da Vinci. So you've heard a lot today about these amazing products that make up the foundation of our wellness pyramid, as they are the most perfect starting place, whether you're brand new and getting started this month, or you're wondering, what should I put on my LRP? But what if you need a little bit more help? These are called targeted solutions. These are additional products that you can add into your daily routine and stack right on top of your foundational wellness products. How do you know how to help your customers? What stack do they need? So here we have the Wellness Lifestyle Assessment. This is such a simple way for your customers to be able to do a self-assessment. They go through the assessment and it helps them kind of hone in on what area of health they want to spend a little more time on, focus on, and which products they can integrate into their daily routine. So what do some of these stacks look like? This is the sleep stack. So you start with foundational wellness products and you add in the Serenity soft gels and the Serenity stick. And hopefully they already have their foundational oils in their home. So they would already have Serenity oil there to reach for as well. This is our up-level stack. So you start with the foundational wellness kit and we add in some of our absolute favorites, MetaPower Advantage and Terrazyme. And again, integrating lemon essential oil into their daily routine, into their water, would be a perfect pairing for this stack. So I hope everybody is super excited and loving all of our new frankincense products. This is our cellular health stack. So we start with foundational wellness and we add on our amazing frankincense boswellic acid complex, as well as our DDR Prime soft gels. And again, hopefully you have frankincense in your home to integrate into your daily routine. Okay, so for everybody getting started right now, don't get overwhelmed. We have an amazing class called Foundational Wellness. It's a perfect place to start. We have all of the class assets, including a PowerPoint, a class handout. We even have a trifold for those of you who enjoy doing one-on-ones or like doing events. We have an amazing video for you to be able to share with your customers when it comes to education. And then as you start looking at those additional products that you want to teach someone to add on top of their foundational wellness products, don't worry, we have the slides and the assets ready to go to. So for each of these targeted solutions, they have their own product pages. So you can actually send your customer to a product page where it will walk them through each of the products in the Foundational Wellness Kit, as well as each of the products that are added on, depending on what the targeted solution they're looking for help with is. So any way that you like to teach, any way that you like to connect with your customers, we have everything ready to go to make education as simple and easy as possible.